found it. Let's see if it's going to be kind to me today. Whoops. Let me turn that down. And we have Gail. Welcome here. Welcome here. Long time no see. That was nice to see your face. Let me turn some lights on so that I'm ready. And we have another Kathy. Hi Kathy, welcome here. Nice to see you too. It's so fun to see these names popping in. Hi Dar. Yay! Yay, I'm excited. I brought my phone in case it rings. I can just turn it off. I don't know, what do you do? What do you do when the phone rings in the middle of a live, right? That's the question. I've been busy cutting out little butterflies. I need to show you some goodies that came today. So for anyone, hi Susan, welcome here. For anyone that did place an order, your order is here, but I am working on your kits for the In Bloom class. And oh, that was so fun. I finished all the videos. I just need to upload them now to YouTube. So they are almost ready to go. I am hoping, I did say that they would be ready on the 26th of February. My hope is that I actually get them out this weekend. So for anyone that did purchase that, even if it was option 3 with the PDF and the YouTube that is coming, I'm hoping that it's coming this weekend and that you don't have to wait any longer for that. So that was exciting. Who else is here? Susan is saying hi to everybody. That is so sweet. I love that when I see that. Oh, my hair. Oh my goodness, thanks. I didn't really do a thing to it. I put product in it and I scrunched it up, and I didn't want to put it up today. So hi Christine, nice to see you. I'll be seeing you tomorrow for a bit here for pickup. And yeah, I think that's about it. Why don't I bring the camera down and show you some goodies that came this morning. So I'm trying to get ready for my live, and Mars is happening and my kids are all watching it, so I'm watching it and getting ready for my live and unboxing and getting things ready for pickup and cutting kits. And it's just like, whew, I'm a little bit overwhelmed. That's a good word. I'm a little bit overwhelmed, but it's all good. So I'm going to bring the camera down, and then you can take a peek at some of my new goodies that came. I want to show them before I get going with today's little live. There was something that I wanted to say though. Squirrel moment here. Oh my goodness. Where was my head a minute ago? I can't remember. It's gone. It's gone. Oh, I think I was going to say, hello, bonjour. My name is Denise Willerton, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. If you have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, that is wonderful. I welcome you here. Please stay. Hopefully you'll learn some tips. Actually, we're doing a new thing here today, and I tried it yesterday for the first time, and I'm excited to show that to you. And if you don't have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and you live in Canada, I would love to be that for you. If you do have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, please shop with your demonstrator. I am not here to try to scoop anyone. And I meant to write down the name of the person that I saw this from, and I can't remember who it is now, because I failed to do that. Maybe it'll come to me. Likely not. I'm going to bring the camera down. If you share, let me know that you have. I will enter your name for a draw for next week. Stay to the end so I can do last week's draw. And also, today is my mystery class. So if you did a class, I sent that on a Facebook post a few days ago. If you did a class, if you did a card following the sketch, I mean loosely following, right? I would love to see that. Post that under the picture of the sketch on my Facebook page, And when you do that, you will be entered in for the draw for next week. And so you have up until, today is Thursday, you have up until Wednesday to post a picture. So go take a look at that sketch, follow it, create a card, post it onto Facebook underneath that sketch. I can't do it for you. It's just, then it's too much. I'm not even getting my own stuff done, so sorry about that. So you have to post it. If it's not on my Facebook page, you will not be entered, okay? So I hope that's okay. Anyway, I'm going to bring the camera down. Enough chatting. We'll talk to you later. And I didn't bring my mic forward. I hope you can hear me. Susan, I've got you down for a share. Karen, I've got you down for a share. Let me bring the camera down and we'll take care of that, okay? Hang on 1 second. Don't go away. Don't go away. I need to plug in my phone before my battery dies. Sorry. Let's get that hooked up before it dies. There we go. So much for my comment of trying to be professional. I don't think that works for me. Oh, I am just who I am, right? I can't. Let's bring that up a little bit. And I think, okay, let's get my share names down. There's my bucket from my shares from last week. I'll tuck that aside. Okay. Yeah, I think I froze for a second. But it looks like I'm back. And is that angle okay? Or is that better? I don't want it to look like I'm swimming. I never really know how to place my camera. Okay. Kathy P shared. And Karen shared. Who else shared? Welcome, welcome. Who else shared? I can't. Susan shared. Thank you for that. You will be entered for a draw for next week. If you are new here, let me know. And Darlene, you are sharing. Thank you for that. And Gail. Yeah, when I see new people, I don't want to shout out your name unless you say hi to me, because I don't want to do that to you in case you don't want to be called out. But if you don't mind me saying a personal hello, say hi to my gang and I. Gail, I've got you down for a share, and I will tuck those away for next week. So let me show you some of my new good. Oh, look at this. Look at this goodness happening here. Do you love that? You know what that is? I ordered the, boy, ladies, I am sorry. Okay, where was I? Hydrangea, and I can't say that again. There's the die that cut all this goodness out, okay? And I'm going to be using that on the card that I'm going to show you today. And so there's that, and there's a whole bunch of other things that go with that, but I'm not going to pull that out because I have wasted a lot of time here with this craziness. Okay. The other thing that I want to show you, because this I am featuring, is this new bundle, the Butterfly Brilliance. This is so gorgeous. These butterfly dies, And I know I had butterfly dies already, but when I saw these, I'm like, okay, are you kidding me? I have to have them. Look at how many dies you get. Like, this is just unbelievable how many dies you get. And this one here actually cuts. Let me pull this out. This is the DSP that goes with the bundle. This, look at that. It cuts all the butterflies out in one swoop. So here are some of those butterflies, okay? So gorgeous. The first time I die cut, I didn't put down my painter's tape or your washi tape, and my die, maybe because it's big, I'm not sure, my die moved just a smidge. So when I die cut them the second time, I actually put a little piece of painter's tape down so my die didn't move, and I'm so pleased with the cutting. So pleased. So that is the Butterfly Brilliance, and it's gorgeous. And look at this. There's this little brick wall, and there's this other little design. You know what? Can I show you? Oh, should I do this? Where's my block? I want to show you a really quick little, very cool, very cool trick with this. Now, I'm going to use, I haven't tried this yet. I saw it. I'm going to use some removable tape on here. I'm going to put that down there. I'm going to just do both of them just for time's sake. And I'm going to put that down like that. Okay, let's get, oh, I wish I had, you know what do I have in my caddy here? That'll work. I want crumb cake. And let's get some soft suede. So when this die cuts, it actually makes an impression at the same time. So I'm inking up my dies. Can you see that? My laptop is not in front of me, and I have to remember to look sideways. So I have inked up my dies, and let's just hold that straight down. Oh, it didn't work very well. You know what? I probably should have been on, because there's no give here. Let's do this again. Let's get that inked up. And these are going to just wash off. Like, I'm not worried. And maybe this isn't going to work. Let's see. Let's see. Well, it's very light. Very light. So it didn't really work, but I saw somebody do this, not with these dies, with different dies. So maybe it just depends what die that you're using, but I tried. So it didn't really work. Fail. That was a fail. Okay. Let's just get back to where we were. And that double-sided adhesive is just going to roll off. Okay, so that is the Beautiful Butterflies bundle. Like, it's gorgeous. I'm so glad that I ordered it. I'm so glad that I ordered it. But now let's get to what I brought you here for. So I forgot to take a picture of the sketch that we're to follow. But if you look on, yeah, Kathy, it is a must-have. It really is. I'm going to try my iPad again. I feel like I'm missing the conversation. I've got somebody else's live here, and it won't shut off. Why is that? Why is that? That's so weird. Anyway, Kathy, you're right. It is gorgeous. Oh, I'm trying so hard here. Give it up, Denise. Okay, here is what I did following my sketch, okay, that I posted on Facebook. And if you follow that sketch, you will get your name in the draw for next week. And I'm going to show you this background. Okay, so there's that. There's this. I'm just looking sideways. I want to make sure that I'm still in the screen. These are my envelopes. And there is this. Who is intrigued? Who is intrigued with this and wants to know how I did that? Okay, am I getting somewhere here? No, I can't shut this. That is so weird. Oh, there we go. There we go. I think I got it. By George, I think I got it. Okay. So let's see how I did this. It is so fun. So fun. So you know how there's a lot of other companies that have, what do they call that? Darlene, what's that technique again where you put the stuff down and you blow it? Acrylic. Oh, what is that called? I can't remember what it's called. Darlene knows what I'm talking about as I put her on the spot. I can't remember what it's called. Alcohol ink. This is sort of like alcohol ink, sort of, okay? So what you're gonna do is you're gonna start with scrap paper. You're gonna get your blends out, and I want you to, I don't have a second project, but I'll do this again. So I want you to think about, yes, Darlene, alcohol ink. I want you to think about 2 colors or even 3 that you want me to showcase, and I will do it after I do this one, okay? So these colors are Rich Razzleberry, dark, and I find that it works best with dark colors. So Rich Razzleberry dark and Daffodil Delight dark. Now here is, I need some input, ladies, okay? Yeah, it really is kind of like a water color effect, Karen. Here is my basic white. Here is my Rich Razzleberry. And here is my Daffodil Delight. I'm going to build this card. But do we want the white background? Can you see that? Or do we want, see how it just totally changes it up? That's the Rich Razzleberry background. Okay. So there's the white and the Rich Razzleberry. And here's the Rich Razzleberry and the Daffodil Delight. Okay. So what background are we doing? Daffodil Delight, Rich Razzleberry, or Whisper White on this? And then I'm going to show you how I did that. Okay? It's such a fun technique, and you need vellum. That's what this is. I did this on vellum, okay? So are we going to do a basic white background, a Rich Razzleberry background, or a Daffodil Delight background? Kathy says white, Karen says white. We're going with white. Sorry, Christine. You can choose next time. I'm thinking the next one that I want to do, so Christine, get yourself ready here. I've got Night of Navy and I've got Coastal Cabana, and both of these are dark. I also have, or if there's another color, Cherry Cobbler and Granny Apple Green. Although this is light, I would want to pull out the dark, okay? Hi, Katrina. Welcome here. And I am going to go for the white. So ladies, I want you to think about what color combination you want to see this effect happen on my vellum when I finish mounting this, okay? This is just what I have out, but my blends are right beside me. This does not work with markers. You have to use blends because you need the alcohol base, okay? So this panel here for my card is, where is it? It is 4 1/8. So you know what? I'm going to cut this down to 4. Oh, I did already. So it is already 4 by 5.5. So we're good to go. Seaside spray. That could work, Kathy, but Seaside spray is so light. I'm afraid that it's not going to show up. But you know what? We could give it a shot. So do we do like Night of Navy and Seaside spray? That might be, so dark Night of Navy, and I'll pull out my Seaside spray. Kathy, I'll give it a shot. So there is a deeper side of color, okay? So this is my front. I'm going to flip it over and I'm going to put adhesive on that side. Remember our little trick? Where's my gummy junk here? This is gummy junk. Okay, we're going to do it. We're going to do Seaside spray and Night of Navy. And Christine, I want you to chime in. So this is just a sponge and it's gross. It is so full of glue. When I'm done my live, I'm going to give it a wash. If it doesn't wash, it's going in the garbage. You're going to make a puddle of liquid adhesive. Okay, that's my Tombow. And I am going to pick it up and put it all over my sponge. Sorry if I'm shaking. And now I am just going to gently pounce on my vellum, just around the edge. My sponge is so gunked up that I think it even has a hard time with the fresh glue coming off. I want to be as square as I can. So ladies, don't forget to share so that you are entered in my draw for next week. And please let me know if you have shared. At the end of the video, I'm going to choose the winner from last week's share. And I will also call out to those who have shared today in case I forgot. So now that is on our panel. And I am going to, I already had in my kitty a rich razzleberry. I'm not quite down on that corner. You know what? I am just going to very carefully put a little dot of glue. And I think with a lot of the background with what's happening, you're not going to really see the glue. But if I would have made a line, you would have seen the line. So I prefer to do the pouncing. Let's put some dimensionals behind that. And my dimensionals have disappeared on me, except for my minis. That's unfortunate. How did that happen? I need a manager. Hi Gail, you're back. I'm back too. Sorry about all of that nonsense. I don't know what is happening with Facebook and me lately. It's just has not been kind to me. I'm going to be honest with you. When I first tried getting on today and this nonsense happened, I was pretty frustrated and I'm like, that's it. I'm done. And I almost wanted to cry. But anyway, now that I'm here and we seem to be on a good stride, I'm okay now. I'm okay. I wish I knew where my large dimensionals are. Oh, I just found them. So I'm going to put that down, whoops, on this card base. I like to just eyeball the top to make sure that I'm square, and then I eyeball either side. And my panel, lift, is totally the wrong size because it is the same size as my card base. So we're going to put it down like so. So there's my card. And then what I did when I created these, because I thought I had everything in front of me, and I don't, I took this little banner here. This is the wrong color, but I adhered that using Tombow. And you know where I got that banner? It is so cute. I love it. That is from my other new set, and I know someone else that ordered this bundle. I'm excited for you to get it. That is this right here. That's what that is, okay? And then my sentiment, my thinking of you, I cut that out using this die right here. Let me take that out in case there's a lot of glare. This one from Tasteful Labels Dies. Now, if you don't have dies for various sizes of labels, this is perfect because there's so much that you can do here. I mean, there's other ones too that I wouldn't be without, but I wanted a flag. I live in a 55 plus community. Not that that was a draw, but it's a condominium neighborhood, and that's what the draw was. We wanted to be able to not worry about cutting grass and shoveling snow and stuff like that. But I say all of that because I'm the card lady in the neighborhood. So when someone is ill or they've had surgery or they've lost a loved one, I get a phone call. So I always have to be up on top of thinking of you cards, sympathy cards, and all of that. Now on this card, I don't know if you can you see the shimmer on there? I'm not sure if you can. Yeah, you can see it a little bit right here. You know what I did? Let me show you, and I will show you on this one. First of all, I took my Wink of Stella and I colored my flowers. I colored my butterfly and this banner using my Wink of Stella. But then I took it a step further. And what I did, once my card was all together, right, like this, hi Tracy, welcome here, I opened up my Wink of Stella and I took my Take Your Pick tool, and my Wink is almost empty, so I don't know if this is actually going to work. Oh, I see a little bit. And so I just hit that. Now, I don't know if you can see the shimmer from that, okay? So that's just by taking your Wink of Stella and hitting it against something. It's pretty hard to see, but I can definitely see it at my end. Now, another thing that you can do is we've got some rich razzleberry happening here. Let's open up our brush tip, and we're going to do the same thing and get little splotches on here. Let me show you. Can you see that? It's hard to see. I'm looking at the video, and from there you can't see it, but when I bring the camera up, I know you can see the little splotches of the rich razzleberry. And there's also some Wink of Stella little dots in there too. So just a little technique for you. It's so fun, and it just kind of steps it up a little bit, which is always nice. And so here is, and there's little splotches on all of these cards, okay? This one I used Wink of Stella and I used Bermuda Bay. This one I used Wink of Stella and Real Red. I don't know if you can see it. Very simple cards, but elegant. And this one here, I used Wink of Stella and what was it? I believe that is Rich Razzleberry again. Do you think I'm drawn to Rich Razzleberry? Now, let's show you how I did that technique. It's so fun, ladies. You need vellum, okay? So I've got my Stampin' Up! Vellum, and Kathy wanted Night of Navy, and I want you girls to also think of 2 color combos that you want, and I'll do another one of these. So we're going to do Night of Navy and Soft Seafoam, you said? No, Seaside Spray. Did you say Seaside Spray, Kathy? Can I go back? I'm afraid to touch this. I think you said Seaside, yeah, Seaside Spray. Okay, I've got Seaside Spray Dark and Night of Navy Dark, okay? Now, when you're working with blends, you always want to be on a piece of scratch paper, okay? This is Daffodil Delight, and I already used it, Gail, on this card, and I also used it on this card. This is Daffodil Delight. This card here that I just did was Daffodil Delight and Rich Razzleberry. So find a different color, honey, because we're not going to do Daffodil Delight again. We're going to use our brush tip, okay? And there's no rule here. I am just going to I'm scribbling. And now we're going to take our Seaside Spray, same thing, the light. I should have done the light first. I really don't know if this is going to show up, but you know what? We might be surprised. I am just filling in. Friends, start with your light color first. It might make it a little bit easier. I am just filling in the white areas. No rhyme or reason. Not worried about where I go. Let's grab this. And now we are ready to watch some magic happen. Grab a paper towel. And you know what I did? I put, so all this is rubbing alcohol. Now, if you don't have any aqua painters, you can take a little empty tub. This is where glitter was, and this is what I did yesterday when I was watching my grandchildren. We had the rubbing alcohol. I had some in here and some on the lid so that we kind of each had 2 working stations. And I thought this morning, you know what? I'm going to try putting it in my aqua painter. So I still need to mark that this is rubbing alcohol. So I've got rubbing alcohol in there. I want to give it a little squish. I want to prime it up. I want to make sure that I've got rubbing alcohol in my brush and I can see it filling in. So now let's see what happens. Let's just drop some rubbing alcohol on here. I can also paint it if I want. You know what, Kathy? It looks like the Seaside Spray is getting lost. But do you see the effect that is happening? Whoa, I think I put too much. Ooh, that is so gorgeous. I put way too much, ladies. Don't do what I do. Less is more. Do you see that swimming around? Now that's going to dry a little bit, and I'm going to grab some more paper towel and just sop that up a bit. Oh, well, that's kind of interesting. That was an accident. That was a happy accident. Let's add a little more. No, that's a fail. I added way too much. Hi, Carol. I've got you down for a share. Hang on. Where did I put? Welcome here. Petal Pink. Well, you know what? I think Petal Pink, Gail, is going to kind of be like the Seaside Spray. It's going to get lost in there. I think it works best with dark colors. And I'm not really pleased with what I did here. I added way too much rubbing alcohol. Way too much. And it's too wet now that I can't add more. But I've got another piece of vellum. So let's go back to, yeah, I've got rubbing alcohol on here now. There we go. Carol, what are you making for supper tonight? I think it was shepherd's pie last time. I love shepherd's pie. I need another dark color to go with Night of Navy, ladies. Can somebody call out a color? Mary Merlot. Okay, there we are. And magenta. Magenta and Mary Merlot. Another color with Mary Merlot. Okay, you know what? Let me see. What do I have out here? I don't know if I have. I do not have Mary Merlot or magenta. I've got cherry cobbler and real red, but you know what? Why don't we try dark Rococo Rose? Let's see what happens. This could be interesting. Whoops, I'm on my... I think Blushing Bride, Susan, I feel like it's going to be too light and it'll be like the soft sea foam. It'll get lost. But maybe we'll try Blushing Bride with cherry cobbler. Okay, note to self, Denise. Don't put so much rubbing alcohol on. Okay? I've got lots in my tip already. I don't want to get the pink on the blue. Once it starts swimming a little bit, I hope I'm in a good... I'm so afraid to squish my barrel now. I'm afraid that I'm gonna... I don't like how the blue isn't going anywhere. Do you see that? How the blue is just kind of staying. Staying in its shape. That's bizarre, how it's not moving like the other colors move. I think I remember seeing that yesterday with the grandkids too. I love it when it starts swimming around and doing its own thing. Isn't that so neat? Who's going to try this? What recipe are you doing? I'm making a recipe up. Oh, oh, good for you. I am serving a leftover ham and chicken dinner to Dean tonight. I try to make a big dinner on Wednesday, just so that on Thursday for my live, I'm not ever worried about dinner. I love how these kind of, I don't know what you would call it, like this vein effect is happening. I love that. Let's mix that up a little bit. And the really neat thing is when, where's my take your pick tool? When this, like when this area here, when these areas dry, they kind of stay like that, dark like that. I love that. Okay, so what was the next color combination? Let's turn that over. It's kind of no better. So we said, yeah, drops of alcohol, but not as many as last time. I do like what happened here. I do like that, you know, better than this. And I mean, I could probably reuse that now, but let's grab another one. And what was it that we said? We said cherry cobbler, and somebody wanted, was it petal pink? Petal pink. Petal pink is really, really light though, girls. Really light. How about cherry cobbler and dark Highland heather? What do you think of that? Blushing Bride, again, Gail, is so light. It's so light, Gail. It's not gonna, it won't show up. Like this is petal pink, right? But I see, cherry cobbler and blushing. I don't think I have a Blushing Bride, unless, what is out here? How's that? Now we're thoroughly confused. We've got 15 minutes, girls. I don't want to keep you here much longer. So what do we think? What do we think? Gorgeous Grape. Do I have Gorgeous Grape? That's Lovely Lipstick. Ooh, you know what? Lovely, I mean, it's a retired color, but I don't think I've got Gorgeous Grape. What is that? Right here. No, that's Highland Heather. Calypso Coral, I have. Okay, here we go. Calypso Coral. What's my second color? What's my second color? Christine, I'm going to wait for you because you've thrown things out here, and sorry if I'm missing somebody else. What should we do with Calypso Coral? And that's my medium, which we don't have anymore. Let's see if I've got a dark Calypso Coral. That's Poppy Parade. I wonder if my boys... Okay, so Calypso Coral and Christine, where are you? Cherry cobbler and blushing, you said. So you know what? Why don't we do cherry cobbler and calypso coral? Okay, Christine? Sorry, Gail. Sorry. I'm afraid to throw a third color in. Should I throw a third color in? I'm trying to juggle this. How's that for a third color? Or is that going to be really bad? Do I do 2 or 3? I've got tons of markers to put away here. Let's do Calypso Coral. So a dark yellow instead of the red, is that what you're thinking? Anybody else? Here's Calypso Coral. Does anybody else want to see another color in there? A yellow, okay. Daffodil Dark. Here we go. This is going to be a very springy one. So you can do this technique with any alcohol-based marker, okay? All you need is your alcohol-based marker. I am using my Stampin Up alcohol-based markers, which are called Stampin' Blends, and rubbing alcohol. It's all you need. Okay, here we go. Are we ready? I want to make sure that I'm clean. Okay. Here comes some magic. My grandsons were so cute yesterday when we were doing this. They were just so excited, and their vellums turned out really neat because, of course, they had to do things that were really wonky. Oh, frozen Susan, we're not frozen here. I wonder if you need to do a refresh. Oh, Karen, you wanted 3 colors. Ah, it's too late. Now I've got the rubbing alcohol on here. So once it's dry, you can always add more colors if you want, but you can't do it when it's wet. Why did I know the phone was going to ring?
Call from Diane Sturby.
I can't talk right now, sorry. She calls me every time I do a live, and we're just about done. So I'm going to put these cards together, okay? So come back to my Facebook page and see. I'm going to fix this and see what I do with these cards, okay? Yeah, this was so fun, and this is what is already done. I'm going to finish that one up. Here's the butterflies from my new dies, and these guys. It's such a fun technique. I challenge you, do it and post it on my Facebook page. You'll get an entry in for next week if you post a picture using this technique, and if you post a picture using the sketch, I will enter your name for next week, okay? But let's go ahead and here are the names of those that shared today. So if I have not called your name, please let me know so I can add you for next week. Darlene, Karen, Susan, Kathy, Gail, and Carol. Okay? If anybody else shared and I didn't call out your name, hi Sharon from Indiana, welcome here. It's so nice to see your name. Anybody that shares my video, they are entered in a draw for next week for a prize. And I'm not sure when you popped on, Sharon, but I was just saying, if you post a picture on my Facebook page using this technique that I taught today, I'll enter your name for next week for a draw, as well as if you post a picture doing my mystery Stampin' Hour, which I posted a couple of days ago. So this was a card that I did. Tracy, I've got you down for share. This was a card that I did following the sketch for last week. So Tracy, I've got you down for sharing. Thank you. And even if you are in the States and you win the draw, you will still receive a prize. I can't send you Stampin' Up items, but I can send you a card. So last week, for my shares, so listen up in case I missed you for last week, I've got Carol, just make sure my bucket's empty, and Tracy, and Susan FP, and Dar, and Gail, and Barb. Barb, I remembered you, and you're not here today. Connie, whoops, there's two there. Lucy, and Karen. So did anybody else share from last week? Sandy Palmer, you know what? You won last week's, or was it last week? Yes, Sandy, you won last week's draw, and I need your address so that I can send you your prize. So I'm so happy to see your name. So if you want to send me your address, you can private message me your address, Sandy, and I will send you your prize. Ladies, the camera is going to come up. Okay, so hang tight. Here we go. Coming up and spinning around, just so that I'm not upside down, because I have at least figured that out. Okay, I'm just going to back up so that I'm not in your face here. Okay, here we go. We are drawing a prize for those who shared last week. Now this week, if you share, you'll be entered, and I've already got the names for the share. I posted a few days ago on my Facebook page a sketch to follow. If you post your picture under that sketch, I will enter your name for next week's draw. And also, if you post a picture using the technique that I showed today, which is the Stampin' Blends marker and then rubbing alcohol, which kind of makes it kind of into an acrylic paste look. If you post a picture on my Facebook page showing me that you did that, it needs to be on my Facebook page. I will enter your name for the draw for next week as well. So the winner for this week, yeah, Sandy, I was so excited, and you weren't there last week, and so I did message you, but maybe you didn't get it, because sometimes it's easy for those messages to get lost. Okay, I have one name here, and the winner for today's prize is Connie, and I know she's not here, but I will send her this card that I created using this technique. So Connie, congratulations, and I'm going to take these names and throw them out, and my new names are entered in, okay, for next week's draw. And you've got 3 ways to win next week. If you shared today, if you do the technique that I taught and post it on my Facebook page, and if you also create a card using the sketch that I posted to follow. And this is what I did for that sketch. I just loosely followed it, but that's what I did for my sketch challenge. So with that, I am going to say bonjour. Thank you so much for coming by today. I hope you enjoyed your time here. Thank you for making my day. You've helped to lift my spirits. It's been pretty rough around here lately, and so lovely to see your names scroll up and just to see familiar names, people that I feel that I'm getting to know. So with that, I bid you adieu, and we will see you next week for my Facebook Live. If you have signed up for my In Bloom class to go, it is almost ready to be shipped, and with the YouTube videos and the PDFs, and the kits for porch pickup will be ready tomorrow. We will talk to you later. Have a lovely, lovely rest of your day. Bye-bye.